Thursday. Spring is here. What a fantastic weather we're having. You know, after the crappy winter, wet, cold, it's lovely to have spring. So today, a beer that I brought, I think it was from Tesco's, got to be honest. Email collection. That's telling me that I'm doing a live. Makes me chuckle. Yeah, why the hell do I get the email? So it's a pale ale. It's Ranger Pale Ale, 4.2%. Don't really know a lot about the beer or about the people. Good evening. And yeah, what a surprise visitor. Jesus. Wow. Yeah. First person from the the friend, we'll call each other's friends. Best way, isn't it? To see the beer room in person. So awesome. Anyway, it says here, Gipsy Hill, oh my God, the writing's awful, was born from family. We brew quality, uncompromised beer. We're a dedicated team who look for that same quality in our own lives. Bless them. We use our own passion for beer to live a better life. I can't fault that, and we want the same for you. Bless them. So this is Ranger Pale Ale, quality malts, batch selected hops. What does it say? It's a clean, balanced and zesty beer with piney, citrus and stone fruit notes. Goes well with, what was that? Open space and hearty meats. Okay. So, good evening everyone. And let me scroll back the comments just in case. Good evening. And good evening again. You managed to get to your destination. There we go. Put that back on. Yeah, one day closer. Oh, yeah. Very well, thank you. Gipsy Hill from London. Yep, good evening. Got one of them in the fridge. Oh, bless you. Right, I think that's it. I've caught up. That's it. Yes, what a surprise when I got home. I looked on the floor and look, good evening. And all I could see was a box. And I thought, the fuck? And, I thought, is that my low cost order? That's not a big order. And I must say, Mr. Goathead, you are a very kind gentleman and a good bloke as well, obviously. No, not tried the Orangi Boom yet. I think that might be over the weekend. I still got a thumping headache from last night. Came down the beer room and yeah, it's sorted now. Yeah, I didn't realise that bloody short goes onto the main page of the channel. Very good today, thank you. Yeah, been a great day. The sun's out. It was lovely and warm. No, he didn't take the prune wine. No. I offered. As you do. Yeah. It took me by surprise, to be fair. Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Kent. Yeah. Hello. So, yeah. I mean, I've got a thumping head. I've still got a thumping head now. He held the prune juice wine. He certainly did. It looks as bad as it tastes. Blues, spring. Good evening. Spring does make a difference, doesn't it? Just the niceness. No, not yet. No, I thought that was them tonight when I walked in. That's why I went, the fuck? Because I've ordered a lot more than what was in the box. So that made me wonder. Good evening. So, lovely, quite a dark gold beer with a white head. I think this was at Tesco's, if memory serves me correctly, on their beer update, their last beer update. And for those on Instagram, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, I think you've got until 7 o'clock tonight. Good evening. You've got until 7 o'clock tonight. Domo Beers on Instagram. You go on, you have to follow him. You follow some random brewery. Kuru. Welsh fry. I wonder why it was on all the bloody ales. Yeah, there's a few. And if you go on Instagram, you follow Domo Beers, and you have to comment, tag 4 people, and please tag me. I don't mind being tagged. Was you one off? Shit. And, you know, I would love one of the community to win. Yeah. Oh, dear. You made a good time getting to Peterborough from here. You really did. So, yeah, there's the one. So, yeah, that's quite a dark, hazy pour, obviously. I was going to tag you on Instagram as well. I kept tapping in Mersey, it won't come up with her, thinking, what's up with this? Yeah, nice hazy pour. What's that? That's gold to orange pour, whitehead. Definitely citrus. He did, yeah. All socially distant and all that. Although, to be honest, I work on my own anyway. My wife doesn't go anywhere, so we're about as yeah. I seen your video on Instagram today about tagging you. You know, it doesn't bother me because some people can get a bit mardy being tagged in. I don't mind because, to be honest, there's lots of stuff out there, and you know, anybody tagging me and it's all good because if there's a giveaway, and as long as I haven't got to do too much, I'm up for that. You know. It's one of these where if it's one of these where you have to do about 10 things, I'm like, oh, sod that. But if it's a quick follow and a quick comment, then jobs are good. You know, it's worth trying, isn't it? And if one of us lot win it, then I'm all to the good. It does. There's so many comps, and you know, if you're on Instagram, the more comps you enter, the more they show up in suggested feeds. And yeah, it's a bit of spamming in some ways of what they're doing. But, you know, free beer's free beer. Bless you. Yeah, weather. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. It's, you know, the weather's getting warmer. COVID, you know, we can see that pathway to the end now. And I can't see it going in. I can't see it going off the rails, personally. Not with the vaccine working so good. Cutting transmission as well. The elderly protected. There's always going to be someone who dies from it. It's, you know, it's a simple fact. There is from the flu. There is from colds even. But, you know, that pathway out, back into the pubs, enjoying life. Not being so bloody stressed. Yes, good weather to give the grass a trim. Gets rid of the moss as well. If you've got a garden with moss in your grass, it's a good time of the year to get it back. It knocks the moss back. Then a bit of weeding feed, as long as you don't go too heavy. It'll kill the moss, kill the weeds, and give your grass a good bit of feed. Wilco's is the best for feed. The box stuff. Favourite pub in Nottingham? Got to be honest, I think it's the Robin Hood and Little John in Arnold. And simply because the amount of beers are unbelievable. See in a bit. Yeah, always cut your grass early. And if you weed kill your garden, if you use weed killer, do it as early as you can, even in January, really. Yeah. Problem with weed killer is obviously if it's use a very minute droplet on the weeds. Don't obviously where there's other flowers, be very careful. But yeah, it won't hurt the flowers. As long as you don't get, you know, the spray or a drop on them. If you're going to weed kill round delicate stuff, make sure that you know, use glyphosate. It comes in all sorts of names. And just don't use a mist. Use it where you dropleting on. Unless you've got shitloads of weeds, then you probably want to use a bit of a mist. But watch your air. The airflow makes such a difference. You know, if it's a windy day, don't do it. And then just keep it away. You can. There is a clever way of doing it by putting like a plastic, unscrewing the end of your sprayer, getting a plastic cup, one of them plastic drinking cups, cutting it out, fitting it over, then screwing the end back on, so that the sprayer won't go any further, and then just go around like that. Very easy way of doing it. Yeah, cut it first. 4.2, yeah. Cut it first, and then get your grass seed. Mix a bit of grass seed in with soil. If you haven't got soil, a bit of topsoil from the shop. You can use compost, but it'll go like the clappers. But use a bit of soil. Always put double the amount you need that you think you need, because the birds will eat half of it. Put it down, water it straight away. or water every day or two, especially in this warm weather. It will germinate within 4 days, and your grass will come back quite nicely. Yeah, jet washing is a good time of the year to do that. I've still got a thumping headache. Bloody spirits last night. That's what I get for drinking spirits late. I did a late beer news video that I've had to delete because I look pissed to fuck, boss. So I've deleted it. Yeah, you can use Miracle Grow. Yeah, if you put it in a sprayer, you know, in a sprayer that you don't use for weed killer, because otherwise you'd have to wash it out so many times. It's not worth the hassle. Yeah, never cross-contaminate sprayers. It's just not worth the hassle, because the last thing you want to do is use a spray you've used for weed killer, wash it out a couple of times, put it on your lawn and kill your lawn off. Yeah, it's not a good thing. So yeah, the gardening lesson is I'll take the gardening lesson as well as the thing. Love gardening, you know, it's my life. Good evening. So yeah, citrus and pine on the nose. Oh, follows through to the taste quite nicely. Nice little bit of bite. Now, what I was saying to Mr. Goathead earlier, I'm going to build. Pity he's seen the shed looking like a shithole, because it was a bit of a shithole, to be honest. There was glass on the floor. I've cleaned the glass up, washed all my glasses, but there's so many cans on the floor. I'm building the extension to the beer wall this weekend. But what I'm also going to do, I'm also going to brew. If the Robin Hood Beer Festival totally goes ahead, I'll start brewing in late June, early July. And I'm actually going to brew 3 barrels of homebrew. One, the Imperial Stout, because I want to do it again. And a couple of other decent homebrews. Something, you know, different. And so, if there's a big meet-up at my house for the Robin Hood Beer Festival, to come and look at the beer room and all that, then we'll have 3 barrels on the tap as well. I've got plenty of glasses, so glasses aren't a problem. Unless about 100 people turn up, then it'd be like, shit. Pardon my French. If any kids are watching. So yeah, that's the plan. Good evening, King Goblin. Yes, I'm doing a Battle of the Dark Beers a week on Saturday. King Goblin, Adnam's Broadside, London Beer Festival. And what was the other one? Oh, Guinness West Indies Porter. You won't need to bring a bottle to my beer room. The 3 barrels I've got. Yeah, I think it's going to be on. That's why I'm going to get it ready. The garden will be looking amazing by October as well. Well, might slightly start looking a bit rough, but I'm going to keep some of the prune wine. I've been advised today to keep some of the prune wine, so I will do. Yeah, I was going to get rid of it all to my mate, but live this Saturday, Wig Welter and Peculiar. Oh, you can't see because that's in the way. Yeah. Wig Welter and Peculiar. The battle of the Yorkshire beers should be interesting. Oh, the my missus won't mind. As Goathead has seen today, she's a lovely lady. You know, she's, you know, don't let the red card thing worry you. That's just for me. You know, she's as nicest person as you can get. As I am. Well, yeah, 1,400 turn up, that would be a fucking laugh. I won't have enough glasses. Buy a load of plastic glasses. Yeah, I doubt that many will turn up anyway. I collect lots of. Yeah, I don't mind. I'll drink anything. I will. Some of the best beers are the older beers, though. You know, it's not all about the craft. There's so many good beers out there. Yeah, my first visitor to the tap room from the channel. Yeah, it's quite the moment. It was. Yeah. It's a pity it was looking a pigsty, but yeah, I'm on the cleaning up process this weekend. I'm in building mode and that. A Raggy Beer Festival, that'd be something, wouldn't it? I'd need more barrels though. I mean, I could ramp up production of juice wines and stuff. Easy. So the weekend's here. Yeah, it's funny because now I've actually met 2 people from the channel, And obviously, I see the odd time I see Liam going by in the co-op van, the lorry rather. So yeah, it's good. It's going to be an interesting year. If ever I'm out and about in the country, near people, I'll especially because we're going to Blackpool at some stage this year, and we're also going to try and do Pleasurewood Hills and stuff. So, and Alton Towers. Where I work, there's plenty of room. Craggy Bear Festival, yeah, that'd be something, wouldn't it? Always. Especially once this COVID rubbish is gone. Because I've got plenty of room on my... I've got 2 decking areas. The hot tub room, the beer room. Although I won't be in the hot tub, obviously. There's limits. 40-minute train. Oh, I thought you actually lived actually closer to that. Ah. Blackpool's all right, I don't know where the decent pubs are in Blackpool. A lot of them, there's a lot of rough people in Blackpool, I think. But pull up in the lorry, jobs are good. And yeah. Okay, now. Yeah. I mean, like I've said, people watching the channel would know I've been on a journey. I mean, that's before I actually did live, so you would have seen there has been a journey in the last year. Yeah, I went in one Wetherspoons, and the wife got so fed up because they kept walking by us that she walked out. She got to the bar. No, she was at the bar. That was it. And she was there 15 minutes, and everybody else kept getting served. I mean, she's about 5'4", mind you. But there's nothing. If I'm a barman, I'll be looking at somebody thinking, I ain't served her yet. I need to serve her. And did I slate them for that? Obviously, I'm an internet webmaster, so I'm very good when I need to be for putting people. Plenty of Brewdog, yeah. Is there a lot of good micro pubs in Blackpool? Oh, bless you. Might have to do a stopover at the, although not at the Blue Hotel, because that was expensive. That was 600 quid for, was it a night or 2? I can't remember now. I think it was a night. Expensive. Yeah, so I got to see me little son. I mean, maybe my big son as well. I think he was there at the time you came as well. Although he would have darted upstairs. He's a bit of a hermit, bless him. Good lad, just a hermit. So, yeah, a nice, juicy, citrusy beer. I do want to try and do these things, I mean, I love theme parks, but I love looking around with the area and seeing if there's a chance that I can go to a brewery afterwards and get some of their beers, without paying shocking postage and packaging. I know how much postage and packaging can cost, and it can be shocking at times. Especially Royal Mail. They are bloody expensive for postaging. Yeah. All right. Oh, might have to do some micro pubbing, me and the wife. As long as I can take my son in, my 10-year-old, I'll be all right, because he'll be with us. Berry wine. I think I have actually. From Wilko's kits. Wilko's do some good six bottle kits. If you don't want 30 bottles of something, and if you're on a budget, their 6-bottle kits are good, although you really only get 5.5 bottles. Bless you. No work tomorrow, same here. Thursday, I'll tell you what, if anything, furlough. If you haven't lost your job, and my heart goes out to all those people who have. But if you haven't lost your job, this furlough has been bloody awesome in some ways. So, yeah, a nice citrusy beer, a nice starter beer to the evening. Although I've actually done a sneaky review, which will come online later. Ooh, Lacon's Brewery, yeah, because St. Peter's isn't far away. And I'd love to go to St. Peter's, just chat to the staff. They whoever does their social medias contacted me a fair few times, and they actually sent me some beers for free, which was a lovely gesture. And I'd love to go and see St. Peter's, buy some of their wonky labelled stuff, especially the plum porter, and have a chat with them and get a photo with them, you know. Yeah, you've got to have a sneaky one, haven't you? Yeah. So Mr. Goat had left, and I thought, right, sit down the shed, quick beer all, and I thought, oh, sod it, it's review time. So that review will come later after these 3 reviews. So 4 reviews today, not bad going. As long as I'm not too paralytic. I've got so much internet work to do. I've got to, you know, that's the only thing with being a beer reviewer. You've got to catch up on Instagram. You've got to catch up on Twitter. YouTube, I've got to edit all my YouTube videos. I put, you know, all my bump that I put in and links and stuff. And then obviously Facebook as well. And it's a task, especially when you haven't done it for 3 days because you've gone to bed and you're pissed up and you fell asleep, which is what happened last night. Yeah, the Wi-Fi I'm going to sort out. I'm going to probably get an external Wi-Fi adapter that sits on the outside of the shed, if that's available. Yeah, it's plenty of room in my garden. Yeah, for a good 20 or 30 of us, easy. Yeah. I'm not so bad, actually. You know, it's just that I let it slip for 3 days. Yeah, the Wi-Fi is crap. It is. So, a nice citrusy beer. I've got loads of chairs. I've got a rattan set. I've got 2 rattan 3-piece suites that are on the decking. I've got 5 chairs and a table, rattan. I've got a corner unit that I built out of wood on the other decking. 2 sun lounges and another seat as well. And then I've got the beer room as well. And I'm going to bring home from Cockcliffe 4. Oh, I don't know what the wife's got planned. Yeah, I know. That'd be fucking hilarious, wouldn't it? Could you imagine us all down there? All be in the hot tub? Yeah. Yeah, there's limits, isn't there? Imagine us all going down there. It'd be an amazing laugh, wouldn't it? Going down the beer, you know, and we could actually do, you know, collab beer reviews with our phones. Plonk the phones on in the stands at the cricket ground. Plonk the phones on and actually do collab beer reviews. That'd be some awesome laugh. And do both channels at the same time, you know, because obviously I'm wary with StreamYard that only one person can do it, which is a shame, really, especially if there's multiple people. Do you? Ah. Anyway, I'll kill this review because I've got 2 more to do. Yeah, citrusy piney, quite a nice beer. 4.2%, definitely a good starter beer to the day. Steak and lagers. Oh, I love steak. I'd eat it all day long. Like a drink beer. Yeah, the hot tub will be great when I finished it. This weekend. Yeah. A good introductory beer, a good starter beer to the night of drinking. You know, good taste, nice aroma. Yeah, can't really fault it. Out of 5, I reckon a good 4.2 out of 5. The fellow who left, Steve, who left early, he was right. It is a 4.2 in my opinion. Right, that's it for this beer review. Quick kill the beer review and back in a minute with something else. I ain't even got a choice what I'm going to choose. I don't even know what I'm going to choose. I'm just about to kill the beer review, but good evening. Steak and ale pie. Oh, I'm starving. I've had no food yet. I'm starving. I've had mushroom soup at work. Back in 2 minutes. Cheers.